Mhm. Ever feel like you are constantly being pulled in every direction? I mean, everyone needs something. You're always putting out fires and calming the storms. That's because you do have that innate gift. You were born with a great capacity to solve problems, help others, put out fires before you think about your own plans, schedule, and well-being. This is called burnt toast syndrome. It's putting everyone's needs and the world around you before accepting and showing your self-love. Like that almost never happens in this scenario. It comes from the idea of taking a burnt piece of toast so that no one else must feel disappointed or unhappy. You sacrifice your own happiness so others won't be unhappy. Are you aware that your happiness is also important? Do you believe that you are equally important as the others in the world around you? A couple of things are happening here. One, it's true, you are kind, compassionate, and have the gift of helping others. People are drawn to and often depend on you for assistance. And two, you were probably raised being taught that it is selfish to say yes to what you need or want. Now, don't get me wrong. It's important to be taught that it isn't okay to be self-centered, selfish, greedy, or unkind. But that isn't what we are talking about here, now is it? No. So how can you help others without being worn out, caught in self-sacrifice, or internally imbalanced, and still pursue your hopes and dreams? I believe you can do both. I believe you can help others and you can pursue your dreams. Burnt toast syndrome comes from the idea that when there is only enough bread for one slice of toast per person and you burn one of them, then you choose to eat it yourself and give the others the golden buttered toast. Why? It's so that no one else feels disappointed or unhappy with what they get. It's a beautiful attribute. It's out of balance. Have you ever done this? Burnt toast syndrome is taking responsibility for the happiness of others while always putting yourself last. To say it again, burnt toast syndrome is taking the responsibility for others' happiness while always putting yourself last. This syndrome is a real thing, and it is more common than you would think. We become accustomed to it. We identify it, and we believe that this is the way it has to be. Them first, and then us. I understand. I truly understand you don't want to hurt others' feelings. I truly understand that you want others to know that they are important to you and that how they feel is important. That's beautiful. But this causes you to always put yourself second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, right? Point is, you always think of yourself last, if ever. You take the responsibility for the happiness of others. This self-sacrificing pattern will always, 100% of the time, postpone your life. Now, see, this is where it gets tricky. We are on this earth to help one another. By the way, it's that it's out of balance. That's all. You're not doing life wrong. It's out of balance. I've eaten burnt toast plenty of times that I've burned. It is not very enjoyable. You can put a ton of raspberry jam on it, right? I get it. Nonetheless, even in those times, I would scratch off that top layer of the burnt layer into the trash can and decide, in all reality, it wouldn't kill me, and I'd eat it. I'm still here, right? Okay. What I want to know is, are you aware how this pattern of burnt toast shows up in your life? That's what I care about. Are you aware of how it's happening in your life? Not literally, figuratively. Here are some other ideas. Have you postponed taking a class or developing yourself transformationally or another aspect because you're always busy helping other people? Or you're uncomfortable saying yes to yourself? Do you feel that you've missed the opportunity to live your life purpose, so you choose to stay in the pattern of self-sacrifice? Are you afraid of being judged as selfish or self-centered if you pursue your dreams? Ever feel like you are constantly being pulled in every direction? There's been times in our life, right? I'm sure there are in your life, where your boss says a project needs to be done by the end of the day. Can you work that extra shift as a waiter or waitress because so-and-so didn't come in? And you say yes. Of course you do. For those that you have children or grandchildren, do they say they need help with their homework? Kids need help picking up their kids, right? And you say yes. Your spouse says it needs a dry cleaning picked up and dinner, and you say yes. Your best friend says she needs to talk and wants to go to lunch, and you say yes. Your best friend calls at random times, takes up 2 hours of your day weekly, if not multiple times during the week, and you say yes. Do you ever get an opportunity to talk? Even your dog sits by the door, hoping for you to take her for a walk, and you grab the leash and head out the door. It's part of life, but it can become unbalanced. Is there any familiarity to this in your life? It simply needs balancing. You stop this pattern by accepting the truth that you can say yes to things that you yourself want to do, that you can throw that burnt piece of toast away, and that you can say yes to yourself. This can be life-changing. This will be life-changing for you. Because what will happen if you do not start doing this is you will reach a point in your life where you say, what did I do? What did I accomplish? What do I feel that I'm leaving behind? It doesn't mean we have to live behind a massive legacy, but where do you feel that you've been purposeful, that you've contributed to society, right? That you felt that your life, internally feels really good to you. It's important. We come to Earth to experience these types of things where we feel the gratitude of life. It doesn't mean that you can't be good to other people. I'm about being good to other people, right? It can't mean that it means that you say yes to people, but it means that you say yes to yourself. Otherwise, at some point, you will feel depleted and you will wonder what it's all about. So I'm going to challenge you here, and I'll come in and answer some things if there's any questions in there. Are you aware of this pattern in your life? How does it show up in your life, right? What does it mean for you? And what do you want to start doing where you say yes to yourself? I'm not talking about, right, getting a massage every day. Now, it's okay if you do that, and you can think of it like that. What do you want to do that way? It's more about where are you holding yourself back? Because everything else comes first. That might be a good way to think about it. All right. All right. Hello, Lisa. I love you. I love you. All right. As you watch this replay, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll jump right in and respond. This video in particular, this chat is about bringing awareness to who you are, how you're showing up in this life, and what you can learn to do to unwind, right? These patterns that become out of balance. There's a yin and a yang to our gifts. In any aspect of life, there is a positive and a negative. And when the positive becomes out of balance, because then it's when it becomes out of balance, then it's really hard to unwind at times. So you have a gift for giving. Where is it out of balance? All right. Hello, Dina. Yes, yes, yes. I've got, and Stephanie, you are all three very giving people. So where does it get out of balance for you? That's what I want to know. Okay. Hello, Dina. Oh gosh, girl, I could rattle off all sorts of things that get out of balance, right? In my own life, I have to pay attention to what gets out of balance. Where am I overgiving? Where am I putting things on hold? What am I not saying yes to in my life that I need to do, right? Oh, hello, PK. What's the best for yourself and others, right? And sometimes what we do, right, PK, is we put what's best for others first. And then we actually can grow up not knowing what's best for us. Have you ever not even had the opportunity to find out what's best for you? If somebody says, what do you enjoy doing? And it's hard to figure that out. It's an uncomfortable question. If someone said, did you never have an opportunity to dream because you were always doing and being in a way that you were told to be? It's another way to think about it. All right, dear ones. I so love that you are part of my tribe. I so enjoy being in the world on planet Earth with you. And my whole intention is to inspire you in transformation. And I always invite you to look at ways in which that can happen in your life. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.